Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. My name is Joe. Today we're going to do a pseudo unboxing of the game 65 Squad Level Combat in the Jungles of Vietnam from Flying Pig Games, designed by Marc Walker. And so I'm going to I got the whole kind of Kickstarter bundle thing going here. This isn't a particularly new game. It came out in 2016, but it's new to me, as they say. So I am going to do a series on it, do some playthroughs, show the various add-ons and so forth that are a part of the game. And so we're going to start with just kind of the basic components here. And there are other unboxing videos on YouTube that you can easily find. So I'm not going to, go too in depth on this. I just wanted this to be kind of a quick hitting introduction to the game and the components, just to kind of give everybody a look at everything that comes, if you have the whole kit and caboodle, so to speak. So here's our box. I've already removed everything from the box, and everything fits in the game box. So this is your basic game stuff right here, the cards, and the stack has the rules and the counters and the maps and everything. And then I have the add-on stuff off to the side, and I will bring them in as I go through. So without further ado, let's get started. So we have our rule booklet here. Pretty basic. I got to say, I really like the art style. As you can see here on the game box, the artwork for this game is really great. Everything Flying Pig Games does, component-wise and art-wise, is really outstanding. That's my opinion. So here's our rule book. Everything is laid out pretty succinctly. It's not really deep as far as being complex. At the back, so you have about 19 pages of rules, and then you have the scenarios, and there are I think 8 scenarios. Yes, there are 8 scenarios in the base game. Okay. So there's our rule book. And we have some couple player aids. So this one is the one side of it, and this is the other side. So you have 2 player aids, one for each player, obviously. Pretty good stuff there. Just kind of like I said, I'm just going to go through this pretty quick. We have a sheet of counters for vehicles. So the general color scheme, the green is the U.S. Army. This color here, this kind of cream color, is the NVA, the North Vietnamese Army. And then we also have, so this is the vehicles. And you can see, actually, I didn't mention this, but you can see how big these counters are. These are 1-inch counters, which is, really large by general standards in wargaming, which I think is great. And then we have the big, hefty kind of 5/8 inch or 3/4 inch. I'm not sure which. I didn't actually measure these, but they're large. These are the first of the unit counters. So we have, again, green here is American. This cream color is the NVA, and at the bottom in blue is the Viet Cong. And then we have a second one with the rest of the Viet Cong counters, plus some markers, fired markers, ops complete markers. And these pop out pretty easy, which is also nice. Then we have some more kind of markers for the games. Bunkers, wire, ops complete, hover for the helicopters, and so on. And then we have our maps. So there are three maps. They're nice and thick. The cardboard is nice and thick. Open it up. You can see it's only single-sided, but that's okay. You got three maps here. So this is map number 1. Then we have, well, let me get map 2 here. I had them out of order. This is map 2. Map 2. And map 3. And here's map 3. All right. So those are our maps. I'm going to fold these back up and just kind of move these components off to the side here. So I'll take our counters, player aids, Okay, and then we have our cards, right? So here are the cards. As you can see, I have not opened these yet. We'll do that right now, if I can. So here are our cards. As you can see, they come with several areas. I'll kind of discuss this when we actually go into playing the game. This is just to kind of give you an idea of the cards. The quality of the cards is very nice. They're pretty much your, standard playing card type. There's a decent amount of them here. And then you get additional cards with the add-ons as well. So I just wanted to kind of lay this out. This is a card-driven game. There's no dice. I know some people say, oh, I don't like card-driven games. But essentially, they kind of replace dice, if you look at it that way. Dice and charts and so on. There's only, the one player aid card, two-sided. Not a lot of external charts and lookups to do. A lot of it comes right off the card. So we'll move this off to the side. I'll bring in the U.S. Marine Corps ANZAC, the Australia-New Zealand forces that fought in Vietnam alongside the Americans. So again, we have some basic rules here. This is even shorter than the base rules, obviously, because the game works the same. And essentially, it's mostly scenarios, right? So you have a little bit of some introduction about the markers, like there's a veteran marker, and we'll see that next. And powers and abilities, I didn't mention that, but that, the units have powers and abilities on their counters. And again, once we actually start playing the game, once I start playing the game and demonstrating it, I'll go into the powers and the abilities more. But you get more scenarios as well. So you have, again, for the U.S. Marines and the ANZAC forces, you get 6 additional scenarios. We get a couple extra sheets of counters. Here, our green is the Marines, and the white, silver, grayish color would be the Australian, New Zealand forces. And we have 2 counter sheets and the veteran markers that were shown in the rule book. So that's a fairly straightforward add-on. I also got this deck of additional action cards. This isn't, I don't think, part of the actual ANZAC Marine add-on, but we got it stuck here. Hang on. Just some extra cards, extra action cards to go with the base cards. Okay, then we've got the solitaire add-on, Alone in the Jungle. Okay, so solitaire rulebook to let you play solo, which is how I will probably primarily play the game. And so you can see we've got 12 pages of solo rules and then some more scenarios. So we have scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 additional scenarios to play solitaire. Then we have some additional cards and a couple sheets of counters that are similar. I guess actually maybe even identical, but there are two here. And then we have the cards, and the cards are what actually drive the AI, so to speak, the enemy forces. So we'll just rip into this here. You can see, you get stance, target, result, move. Basically these are going to determine how the enemy forces act to replace, the human opponent, essentially. So we have 2 sets of cards here. So again, once I actually play the game and I will play the solo game and so the solo scenarios so that you can see what that looks like. And then we finally, the last add-on is our city map. So this is the city of Hue, which obviously, if you're a someone who knows about the history of the Vietnam War, Hue was where the Tet Offensive was one of the places where the Tet Offensive was fought. And so you get a map, and this is a big map, unlike the base game maps, which are basically, you know, two pieces like this. This map is big and covers, it's basically 4 sheet by 2, so it's a large map, and it covers, you know, a cityscape essentially. You have a river, bridge, some larger buildings, and obviously some streets with also, of course, some, you know, jungle type foliage to deal with. So this would be the Battle of Kwanchai in Kwanchai City. So it's basically, you get a scenario. You get a basic Battle of Kwanchai and then a variation on that battle. And special rules and so on. So all in all, this is a really solid package. Obviously, you get a lot in this when you have these extra add-ons beyond what you get with the base game. And so again, I'm just going to wrap this up. This actually went longer than I thought it would. I was hoping to keep it kind of quick and short, but still it's not overly long, I guess. So this is kind of my introduction to my series. I'm going to do a series of videos on 65. I'm not sure how long the series will be. I would like to touch on the base game and all the add-ons, the solitaire module, the Marines and ANZAC forces, the city map, etc. Kind of go through and give the game a, you know, give a full treatment of this game. So please, if you haven't, please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate the support. We will be returning hopefully within a day or two with the first of the playthrough videos on this game. And until then, thanks again for watching. I'm Joe. This has been Hexed Encountered. And until next time, happy gaming.